Hey everyone, Jen Camel here from VBAC Facts, and today I wanted to talk about the phrase cesarean birth. Now, many perinatal professionals use this term to validate parents and to assure them that their cesarean is still a birth. And I get where they're coming from. Their desire to affirm to the parent that they still birthed a baby and that this is a happy moment. But here's the rub, and where unintended consequences come into play. As a cesarean parent, I did not feel like my cesarean was a birth. And having someone tell me, no, really it is, would have felt dismissive and invalidating despite the good intentions at play. I believe it is so important to meet parents where they are. I believe that everyone should be given the space to process their experience in their own way. That's why I think rather than applying the term cesarean birth to all parents, I urge professionals to sit back and listen to the language that parents use and mimic that. Now, some parents identify with the phrase cesarean birth, and other parents like me don't. I was having a real hard time putting my finger on why I felt this way until I read Carla Wiegriff's post in a Facebook group for doulas on this very subject. It's like this doula and mother of nine crawled into my brain and wrestled all my scattered thoughts into a coherent response. She hits the nail on the head as she explains why so many parents don't resonate with the phrase cesarean birth. I'm sharing her words now with her permission. Carla says, there are many reasons people feel the way they do about what they call their cesarean. Some identify with the term cesarean birth. Others prefer cesarean or C-section or surgical birth or whatever else may feel right to them. I can speak as someone who does not identify with the term cesarean birth. I will list my own reasons and those I've heard from others to clarify why I believe it is important to respect each person's truth. These statements in no way are meant to imply someone should feel these things. I fully support each individual's chosen terminology. For me, birth is an active verb. My cesareans were a passive experience. I laid there doing nothing, quite literally, in my 2 general anesthesia cesareans. For those 2, I wasn't even mentally present for the experience. I went to sleep, I woke up, there was a baby. Even with my spinal cesarean, I was immobile, I couldn't see what was happening, and someone else removed my baby. Things happened to me. I have birthed other babies. It's different. Calling it a cesarean birth can feel very dismissive of the potentially much larger physical toll surgery can take. For me, my cesareans were a bigger sacrifice. They took more from me. The recovery was months and months long. I cried myself to sleep from pain for 8 weeks after one of my cesareans. Didn't have sensation to tell when my bladder was full for 7 years after another. Had lots of adhesion pain each time, etc. It feels really diminishing to liken it to my vaginal births. Additionally, the culture seems to think those who had a cesarean should just get over their cesarean both physically and emotionally immediately. If we call it a birth, then it fixes everything, and no one has to feel sad or have any complicated feelings. The truth is, many cesarean parents have more complex recoveries. I know I felt like I needed to shout at people, I just had major abdominal surgery. Could you give me some time to recover physically and emotionally? To hear someone say, but it's still a birth just like any other, denies the prolonged physical pain, side effects, and any emotional effects resulting from a change of plans or treatment by staff or just the physical recovery itself. Cesarean isn't just like any other birth. It's unique and complex. And frankly, I feel like I deserve a freaking crown for having had each one. I kind of want a crown for vaginally birthing an 11-pound baby too, but I digress. And again, that birth was out of the norm. Some feel that the move toward calling it cesarean birth is a move encouraged by the medical community to smooth over the large percentage of medically unnecessary cesareans. If we call them births, it sounds more friendly and less statistically risky and helps justify high cesarean rates. I would end with saying that I also feel my cesareans were sacred and beautiful in their own way. If anything, in some ways they were more. It was a deeper experience in different ways, just as important and life-changing to me as my vaginal births. Unique. I do not reject the term birth because I am angry about my cesareans or have unresolved shame or whatever. I completely honor if the term cesarean birth speaks to another person, however, and I'm happy to use reflective language to discuss their experience. I have spent decades working with post-cesarean families and appreciate each story as unique. Please, on our behalf, support us and allow each of us to feel how we feel without pushing any terminology. It's not your job to save us from how we feel, but instead honor our feelings and allow us to heal in the ways that feel right to each of us. Again, those are the words of doula and mother of 9, Carla Wiegriff, and I think she brings up a lot of excellent points to keep in mind when talking to your clients about their cesareans. Now, do you want to learn more about how to effectively support cesarean parents considering VBAC by confidently sharing the evidence so they can make truly informed decisions? Check out the VBAC Facts membership for professionals. It's for perinatal professionals who feel passionate about VBAC access and want to give their clients the best guidance and support. Learn more at vbacfacts.com/membership. Until next time, I'm Jen Camel, maternal health advocate and VBAC Facts founder. Take care.